Here we go. All right, what's going on, y'all, man? Y'all let me know how the audio is and all that before we get started. Make sure you guys invite at least one person. Invite at least one person. That's all I'm asking. We're gonna have a lot to talk about today. I know you guys see the news, but as you guys know, more of a chart guy anyway. So we're gonna look at the charts, man. We're gonna see what the charts say. We know what the news says, but you still have to be aware of some things on the charts, okay? So if you don't mind, make sure you invite one person, um, and leave a comment, man. If you guys are looking forward to any plays already, okay? Let me know if you guys are looking forward to any plays. Let me get this together right here. Make sure I let everybody know that we're about to start right now. Oh, there you go. Okay, cool. All right. Let me see. Make sure I send it to him before I get started here. All right. As always, we're going to take a look at the charts. We know what the news is. U.S. and China reportedly have a trade deal. And I'm just saying reportedly, man, because y'all know how much stuff comes out and then they come around and say, hey, well, that's not exactly what we meant. So it's going to be interesting. Still be interesting week. You got to keep your mind open. Keep your mind open. Keep your wallet open because you never know which way this stuff can go. We're going to talk about a couple different scenarios and we're going to go through the watch list, right? So if you are new here, what I do on Sundays is I pretty much give a free watch list of exactly what I'm going to be watching for the week. I do this every single week and then I go and make money off those same exact plays. First of all, I want to say if you guys took Tesla on Friday, congratulations, man. That was a crazy play on Tesla. I gave that for free on Friday. So make sure you guys click the link in the description to my Instagram so you can see have over 700 informational posts about trading and just tons of stuff, man. So make sure you guys follow that below. And once again, make sure you guys send this to at least one person and we're going to get started right here. All right. As always, always start off with looking at SPY, right? And we actually going to have to kind of actually look at the futures a little bit because let's see how much SPY is actually up. So we know that we have a little gap up right now, but how much, I'm not sure. 57. So on SPX, we're at 57.53, right? So I'm going to just go to Robinhood and see what we are on SPY. On SPY, we're at 571, okay? So for SPY, right now we are at 571. Now notice that we did have, this is not really a surprise, right? Not really a surprise because we do know that we did have a bull flag breakout here on SPY, right? So there's really no need to be bearish on the market at all right now, okay? Right now. Now, I'm going to show you a couple instances where we can be bearish, but let's talk about this first, okay? Bull flag. What does a bull flag tell you? That tells you that these stocks are more than likely to go up, especially if you see this on something such as SPY, such as QQQ, IWM, DIA, those indexes that hold the major stocks. If you see those bullish or bearish chart patterns, and that tells you that's the way that the overall market is more than likely about to go. All right. If you don't know, I trade using the most basic charting principles, right? So I use technical analysis, I use levels, charts, price action, right? So really those three main things: levels, charts, or chart patterns, and price action. Okay. So we did have this breakout here on SPY, so this is not really a surprise. Now, what we need to watch for, all right? Write this stuff down. Write this down. Write this level down. Watch out for 5, 7, 6. Okay? You look right here. All you do when you're charting is you're using past data to determine what may happen in the future. All right. All you're doing when you're charting is using past data to determine what may happen in the future. Okay. Remember I said I use the most basic principles to make money in the market, right? So I'm using something here called levels. Notice that this 575.98, so right 575, 576 in that area. Notice that SPY since October of last year, this has been a key level. It was a support, then it turned to a little bit of a resistance, support again, resistance again, resistance again, and now looks like we may be trying to come back up to this point. So what is it going to do this time? We don't know, right? We don't know what SPY is going to do this time. Okay, so we could get up to 575, 576, and we could reject. Okay, so if you are looking to be bearish, I wouldn't do it until we get up there. All right, I hope that makes sense. I wouldn't be bearish at all until we possibly get up there to around the 575, 576. Let me know in the comments, guys, if that makes sense. All we're doing is using previous price, right? So we're looking at levels from last year and even up to this year when the market started tanking. This was a key level, so it's going to be a key level again when we get up there. Okay, so if you're looking to short, I'm telling you, I would not short until we get up there. And just because it hits 575, 576, that doesn't mean you just take puts. You are going to lose money. You have to have confirmation, okay? And if you don't know the different confirmations, make sure you guys look through on my YouTube. I tell you videos such as break and retest, chart patterns, the candlesticks. Look for those three things, right? I explain all that type of stuff on the YouTube and the Instagram, okay? But up to 575, 576, I wouldn't touch puts, me personally, right? This ain't financial advice, but I know what I'm talking about, all right? I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we gotta watch out 575, 576. If you're in options, this is where you gotta be weary of calls. I wouldn't be taking calls right here. Don't take calls right here, all right? You wanna take calls on dips and sell on rips, okay? Now, if it holds above 576, then we'll probably shoot back to all-time highs. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just crazy how this dip just got eaten up, man. I was telling people, I'm like, look, don't wait on SPY to go to zero. The market is going to bottom way before you expect it to, right? And this is why you have to know technical analysis. I don't care what nobody tell you. You have to learn these charts. You got to study. There's no way around learning. You got to put the time in. What Kobe said, what he said, 10,000 hours or something like that? You got to put your hours in. You got to put your hours in. If you don't, you're not going to get it. News is not enough. If you was just looking at the news, you might just be looking to buy today or tonight. But you don't know SPY has already rebounded from the low of what, 482, 481. It's up $80. The market crash is over. It's over just like that. Will it go back down there? I don't know. I doubt it, but I don't know. Okay? Now, let me give you guys a scenario. One thing that I'm really good at is seeing what can possibly happen. And guys, I can only do this because I've been doing this for 6 years, okay? I can see things that could possibly happen. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but I can see it possibly shaping up, okay? If we are, remember I just was talking about, we could possibly reject 575, 576, right? So we could come up here and do this. If we do, we would be forming another chart pattern that is called a inverse head and shoulders. Okay, so what is an inverse head and shoulders? Inverse head and shoulders is a very bullish pattern that tells you that the stock is probably about to blast off. Okay, so what does it look like? It looks just like this. You have a shoulder, this would be another shoulder, and the head is right here, right? Inverse head and shoulders. It hasn't played out yet, right? So will it come back down? I don't know, right? But if it does reject and come back down, Look for this to possibly be an inverse head and shoulders, okay? I know a lot of you probably don't even see, like, how do you see that? It's just practice, man. I've been doing this for a very long time. It's just practice, okay? Let me know if you guys see that. This could possibly form a inverse head and shoulders, and if it does, I'm telling you, the market is gonna go. The market is gonna go anyway, right? The next 5-10 years, man, I'm telling you, if you're not buying stocks, you're gonna be behind. You're gonna be behind, man. Let me know if you guys see that. Let me know if you guys see that, man. That could possibly happen. So if this pulls back, do not be scared. I'm telling you, don't be scared. You're going to get faked out again, right? So people got faked out here, thought it was going back down, you know, and it's probably going to happen again, right? So if it pulls back to 550, even to 540, 530, all of that would be a gift. It would be a gift, okay? So just like that, right now, as of right now, I'm still bullish on SPY. I gotta evaluate when we get to 575, 576, but right now, we're looking for bullish plays. I hope that makes sense. Let me know in the comments, y'all. Let me know in the comments. Inverse head and shoulders pattern. That's your homework tonight. Study inverse head and shoulders. Look at what it means, and I'll give you this. When you find chart patterns on the larger time frames, right? So such as 4-hour, daily chart, weekly, that means the move is going to be a lot bigger. Okay? Let me go ahead and talk about Tesla. So once again, if you weren't here, congrats on Tesla. Okay? If you took the free play on Friday. All right? Why did Tesla go off like this? So this is, let me show you something. Let me tell you guys something that I always tell my group. When you look at stocks that move like this, when people see stocks that move like this, a lot of times they think, oh man, it just had a great day. It just did it. It doesn't do it for no reason. The reason that stocks have moves like this intraday is from larger time frame setups, okay? What was the setup on the larger time frame? Look here on the daily chart. Tesla was like in a range, and this formed a bull flag pattern. The bull flag pattern is a bullish chart pattern that tells you that the stock is more than likely to rise. Okay? But here's the kick. Here's the kick. I'm going to tell you this, and I'm telling you, write this down because nobody else is going to tell you this for free. Write this down. A lot of people tell you about chart patterns, but they don't tell you how to use them. When you see these chart patterns on the daily chart or 4-hour, you have to also know what level is the stock going to go. Because just because it forms a bull flag, you still got to know at what point are the buyers really going to be in here heavy. That's where your levels come in. So here you have the pattern, but what's the level that you need to get above? Look at this. See how we rejected here and here? So twice off of 295. Okay, and even a little bit here. Rejected 3 times, 4 times off of 295. So that tells you if we can hold 295, it's gone. And what did you see on Friday? Gone. Okay? But notice this too. I'll give y'all some game today, man. I'm telling y'all, I'll give y'all some game. All I ask is that you leave a like. Leave a like and comment. That's all I'm asking. Notice here, Tesla had a bull flag. But what did I just tell y'all SPY had too? What I tell y'all? When the overall market starts forming these patterns, you look for the plays that have those same type of patterns. Okay? So since SPY was in a bullish type of pattern, the plays on your watch list need to be plays that already have bullish setups. Alright? It needs to be plays that already have bullish setups. Let me know if that makes sense. What's going on, y'all? See, it's a lot of y'all on here tonight, man. Hope this makes sense for y'all. Let me know if this makes sense. Let me know if this makes sense. Alright? So we know we bullish on SPY right now, and same thing here, right? So y'all get a little sneak peek. I actually had sent this to my group already that QQQ could possibly be forming a inverse head and shoulders, right? So same thing with QQQ. Notice it's 493, 494 level. Resistance is a key level from the past, right? So what is this? Let me move this out of the way. This is actually a key level from July. If we come here and reject, we can come back down, but we'd be forming an inverse head and shoulders. Right? So if we come back down, man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna have to save this just in case we come back down and form this pattern. I see it, man. Alright? So I'm looking for bullish plays right now, me personally, alright? And I'm gonna have to be looking on Robinhood because the stocks are just up. it's up a lot right now. They're up a lot right now, so it's kind of tough to kind of tell you guys where things are without looking at it right here. Nvidia, another chart pattern. This is called a ascending triangle. Flat resistance, upward trend. Resistance at 122. Nvidia right now is at 119.88. So still has a couple of dollars of room, but I mean at this point I probably wouldn't look for it. Apple doesn't have a setup that I like personally. Boeing has been strong. I can't really talk you off of playing Boeing just because it has so much strength. Of course, Tesla. Tesla has to be on your watch list this week. If Tesla is not on your watch list this week, you're trading the wrong way. We already have a bull flag breakout. At this point, we're looking at what levels are we hitting next. The next level, we've already hit the 303. So above Friday's high. The next level is 324.38. Okay? So right now Tesla's at like 311, 312. So you still have some room to make money on that. Okay? Tesla is on the watch list. Bull flag pattern. It's already broken out. I would be trying to day trade it. You know? So I'm gonna be looking for Tesla this week. Y'all remember everybody was saying to you need to sell Tesla? Y'all remember everybody was saying you need to sell Tesla? I was telling people to buy it. You crazy if you, I'm sorry. No matter how you feel about Elon Musk, look, this ain't the time to be betting against it. Not with this administration. It's just not. Do I agree with things he does, his morals? No. But it's just something that is gonna happen. It's gonna go back to all-time highs, I'm telling you. There's no telling what Tesla is gonna go to in the next few years. And this is why you also this is another reason why you have to know charts. Because if you look at the news, Tesla missed earnings, EPS was down, and Tesla is over $300. I'm telling you, you gotta learn the charts. Learn your charts, man. Learn your charts. Say, what platform do I trade on? I trade on Webull and on Robinhood. I do all my charting on TradingView though. All my charting is on TradingView, but I execute my trades on Webull and Robinhood. So Tesla, definitely on the watch list. See anything else I like? Google, if the market was bearish, Google would be on the watch list, but it's not. We're looking for bullish plays right now. Looking for bullish plays. Delta Airlines. This is kind of interesting to me a little bit. So right around the 50 mark. Right around 50. This is a setup. I'm not gonna tell you the name of the setup. You gotta be in the chat for the name of the setup. But if you guys are in the chat, just a big drop right here, straight down. You know what that's called if you're in the chat, alright? So above 50, DAL could possibly go. It could possibly go. Now we already killed DAL on the way down with this bear flag right here. We destroyed DAL. We might be able to take it back to the upside. That can be a great small account play. That could be a great small account play. Watch DAL above. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's on the watch list. I like DAL above 50. I have to see where it's at in the morning. But I do like DAL above 50. I like that. That could be a nice little day trade. MU kind of just going up. Bitcoin's at 104, 105. Coinbase. Coinbase is one that, you know, I don't know. I like it, but it definitely rejected this level right here. So this was also in like a bull flag pattern. But of course, this one kind of moves similar to Bitcoin. Not the exact same, but moves very similar to Bitcoin. Now it needs to hold 210. If it holds above 210, it's gonna go. So it kind of looks like Tesla a little bit, where it rejected this level. So whenever it does hold 210, is able to push up out of that, you should get a really good move, at least to around 230 maybe. It's like a little high point right there, and some trash right there. Minimum 222. I don't know, but it got rejected hard though. So number one watch right now is definitely Tesla. Uber, PayPal, First Solar, XYZ, SPY. Let's see what the Chinese stocks look like, right? Don't sleep on these two. Let me see what these Chinese stocks are at right now. Let's see what the Chinese stocks are at. We're gonna look at Alibaba. So BABA. Alibaba is at 130 right now. Okay, so it's at 130. It looks like we do have. It's hard to pinpoint right here, but around 130 to 132 may be a little resistance. So I don't know. I definitely don't like it as much. I don't like that one as much. I feel like it could reject a little bit. PDD has a couple gaps to fill. Take a look at PDD. PDD is at 114 right now, so they're right around here. All right, so it has a little bit more gap to fill, a few dollars. So that could possibly be a nice little day trade. Right now, I just really like Tesla and DAL. Tesla and DAL, and of course SPY. But I wouldn't touch SPY at all, probably until we either get a little pullback right here, or if we get up right here to 475, 476. I want to see y'all saying Sophie, Hood, Baba. Yep, Baba. Yeah, that's what I think about Baba. It looks like it's gonna be opening up at a resistance or a little bit of supply. All right, so I would be weary. I'm gonna be weary on Baba a little bit. I'm gonna watch it though. I'm gonna watch it. Hood. I killed Hood too, man. The other, what was that? Last week or the week before? We destroyed Hood. And guess what it had? Same thing. Bull flag pattern. We banked on Hood. I really sold it too early. Right now it's at 56.85. So right now it is up here. I'm gonna clear up my chart a little bit. 56.85. So it is up here somewhere, right? So right up here somewhere. We're gonna put the mark right around here. So I mean, it's nothing really stopping Hood from going back to the highs at all. Nothing really stopping. It kind of reminds me of the Palantir setup a little bit, right? So our Palantir had that, had that drop, but it had held up very well. I mean, Hood's probably gonna go back to highs, man. Then of course, you gotta watch Palantir this week. Let's see what Palantir is at in the after hours, or I guess you call it pre-market if you want to right now. PLTR. It's at 121. So I probably wouldn't touch it until it gets above the highs, but above all-time high, I can't be mad at Palantir. Definitely watch Palantir above the all-time high. You see it got rejected right here pretty bad. Alright, so did have a rejection. Let's see, what else, man? That's really what I be watching. Actually, isn't a whole bunch of see, Robinhood paid last week. Oh yeah, definitely did. What else? Let's see, let's look at some Dow type stocks, right? So HD, not a setup that I love. FedEx, it actually kind of looks like a bear flag a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. UPS, I don't like these setups. I don't like Dow stocks. Now all of these have a little gap up though. Dang, where is UPS at? Okay. Let's see. UNH. I know UNH was getting killed last week. UNH was getting killed last week. Let's see. This could potentially form a little bounce play, but I don't know. It's been getting killed. It's gonna bounce hard though. Whenever UNH bounces, it's gonna bounce hard. So I'll keep my eye on for that one. Let's see the banks. Let's see what the banks look like. So this is Bank of America. Not a setup that I see at all. Nah, probably no setup there. Okay, let's see. Actually, not a whole bunch of setups that I really like. I imagine it's gonna be some stuff that sets up tomorrow, intraday. But early here, I don't think it's a whole lot that I love. UPST actually kind of looks like a little bit of a inverse head and shoulders a little bit, but I don't really trade them too much. It kind of looks like one. Do we have to break like this little trend? Of course, I didn't use the right thing. Yeah, so top watches this week, man. Of course, number one, you gotta watch out for SPY, right? So until we get to 575, 576, if you ain't touching calls, I wouldn't touch nothing. I ain't gonna lie. It's calls or nothing for me until SPY gets to 575, 576. Then we can evaluate maybe taking some puts. We'll have to see. Tesla should be at the top of your list if you have, a larger account. Tesla ain't really for small accounts, even though contract prices aren't too bad right now, but if Tesla starts running, it'll get pretty pricey. So definitely Tesla above Friday's high, which is already above Friday's high. So we got to see what it opens up at in the morning. Last time I looked at it, Tesla was like 312, 313. So keep in mind that the key level is here at 324. So you'll still have some room to run on Tesla. Just be aware that you got a resistance around 325. Also looked at DAL. It's kind of gonna be a side watch. I'm not in love with it. Not in love with it, but can definitely be a nice play above 50. All right, PLTR, another side watch above the all-time high. Just watching on the side. Hood, I'll watch Hood on the side too. Just because it doesn't really have any resistances. Especially if it gets above 57. Start breaking above 57, man. We can shoot back up. I like the way Hood moves too. I see one of you said Sophie earlier. I ain't look at Sophie. Not really something I would play, but notice how a lot of things kind of look the same right now, right? So I kind of see the same type of thing. If it pulls back, we could, you know, especially gets down to this 1040, 1050 area, you'll be forming the inverse head and shoulders. If everything in the market forms the inverse head and shoulders, I'm telling you, the market's probably gonna shoot back to highs if we form an inverse head and shoulders. That's what I'm seeing. Notice how a lot of stocks are doing the same thing. You'll see that a lot. You'll see that a lot. But besides that, man, we're gonna keep letting these shares eat. We're gonna be patient. We're gonna take what the market gives us. Last week we traded 2 times. What did we trade last week? I think it was it just Hood and Tesla? Only had like 2 trades last week, 2 or 3 trades the entire week, man, and they were really good. So, yeah, that's really what I like for this week, man. Not a super long video tonight. Not a whole lot that I love, really. We really got to see what the market opens up at tomorrow. We got to see what Donald Trump says. We know his tweets can move the entire market. So he can say something, we continue to shoot up. He can say something, we can pull back, man. But keep your eyes open. As far as the news, I'm not a huge news person. I hate the news. I like the charts, okay? I just like the charts. So once again, if you enjoyed this, make sure you guys leave a like. And this is replayable. If you join a little bit late, it's replayable. Make sure you guys share this with someone that might need it. If you guys want to, make sure you guys follow the links below. The free Discord is in the description. You can join the community for the subscription if you want to. But I do have the free community as well as all the free YouTube videos and the free posts on Instagram, right? So guys, make sure you guys are studying. Keep your head on the swivel this week. Don't get too excited, okay? Don't get too excited. Always realize where things can go wrong, all right? See, notice that how I was looking at this chart. I wasn't just talking about the good. I was talking about the bad that can happen too, all right? Because what I don't want to happen is one of you guys get caught in a rug pull. And sometimes the market can have a little rug pull, not even because something bad happens, but just because it just gets to a technical level, okay? So notice how we kind of we've been shooting up a little bit. We've been pushing up, chopping, pushing up, chopping. And really, it's the type of market that you just had to be in it. It hasn't been a super easy year to trade at all, right? But volatility is something that you can capitalize on. So we're gonna continue to do that, man. Keep building a long term. If you guys are making money from the options, make sure you are using it for the right stuff, right? Don't look at it like a video game, because you truly haven't made any money until it hits your bank account, okay? So that's what I got for this week, man. I hope you guys say, how do I feel about coin? Yeah, coin has to get above 210. I just seen that. I just see that right there. Yeah, it's a flag, but it rejected. It rejected a little bit. So yeah, that's what I got, man. I appreciate all you guys for hopping on. Once again, follow the links in the description, man. Follow the Instagram. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave this a like. Let me know if you guys like this video or not, man. I'll probably go live again before next Sunday, but I do this every single Sunday. So I'll see you guys next week if I don't hop on live this week, which I probably will. But thank you guys for hopping on. We're gonna have a great week again. Make sure you guys get in the chat, man. We're gonna make some money again this week, man. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a great night.